The amount of new technology built by inventors and entrepreneurs is far more numerous than most people realize. In fact, a strong case should be made that many creative inventions outside the mainstream should replace their dinosaur-like predecessors. Let's take a look at 20 inventions that should replace the old versions of commonly used products. As usual, links are in the description. Number 20. The salad spoon. Whatever made us think that these two long wooden spoons were the preferred way to serve a salad? Taking a spoon in each hand and combining them as you try to grab an equal amount of salad doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why the salad spoon is better. It's a claw that makes this process so much easier. You only need one hand to pick up significantly more salad. It'll save you time and give your guests a better salad. Also, it only costs about $10. Number 19. USB port batteries. AA and AAA batteries seem so wasteful considering they can't be recharged, which is why these USB versions are great. USB port batteries plug into a standard USB port and power up for reuse, producing less trash and saving you money. Number 18. Unbreakable pantyhose. Pantyhose rip too frequently. Or so I've heard. Well, the people at Shearly Genius have a solution. ShearTech Shears. Shearly Genius makes their unbreakable pantyhose with the same materials found in bulletproof vests and climbing equipment. Now, a pair costs $98, but ShearTech shears are supposed to last through 50 wears, which is $1.80 per wear. Standard pantyhose, which cost anywhere from $2 to $7 per pair, only last 1 to 2 wears, meaning you're spending, best case scenario, $2 to $3.50 per wear. And imagine always having a sturdy set of pantyhose on hand instead of always having to purchase your next pair. Number 17. The universal pot lid. Most people fill up their kitchens with lids that overflow from the cabinet spaces. But this universal lid opens up space in your cabinets by eliminating the need to have multiple pan and pot lids. The 3-in-1 lid fits most pots and pans, and it's made from a premium silicone coating to prevent spillage onto your stove. So it saves space, saves money, and leaves less of a mess, making it the ideal alternative to a normal lid. Number 16. Post-it Extreme. Post-it notes are one of humankind's greatest inventions. But what if Post-its worked on all surfaces, inside and outside, regardless of weather conditions? Well, Post-it Extreme notes fulfill this requirement. Regular Post-it notes lack durability in comparison, as these ones can handle extremely hot and cold conditions, rough surfaces, and up to 75 mph winds. Number 15. The pointing bookmark. Regular bookmarks can tell you what page you're on, but not what spot you left off. Well, the pointing bookmark points directly to the spot, so you can spend more time reading and less time searching for where you last stopped. Along with being more accurate and less time consuming than a regular bookmark, sets of these are very cheap to buy. Number 14. The Orbsys Shower. Now here's something you've likely never thought about. 1.2 trillion gallons of clean shower water is wasted every year with a regular shower. The Orbsys shower attempts to reduce this waste of resources significantly by taking previously used shower water, purifying it, and sending it back through the system for reuse. It's a closed system, sort of like a miniature wastewater treatment plant that analyzes the water and filters out any waste. Doing so can reduce that nasty 1.2 trillion number mentioned earlier by 90%, making it an easy call to replace all regular showers for both the environmental impact as well as the money saved from using less water. Number 13. Contact lenses that adjust to light. Normal contact lenses struggle to adjust to changes in lighting, like when the sun goes down or when confronted by a fluorescent bulb. But the AccuView Oasis lens seems to solve that issue. New technology in the revolutionary contact lens filters the light entering your eyes and automatically darkens or lightens it for the best comfort. The FDA recently approved the Oasis, making it available for purchase. Number 12. Ember ceramic mug. Most people start their day with a warm cup of coffee, but what if you prefer to take your time and savor that warm beverage? Well, with a regular mug, you're out of luck. The the coffee cools if you don't drink it quickly. Ember's ceramic mug offers the solution to this problem with a temperature-controlled mug. You can control the temperature of the mug using an app on your smartphone. It even recognizes a beverage you've used before and automatically adjusts the temperature to your normal settings for that beverage. And in addition to keeping your drinks warmer than standard mugs can, Ember's ceramic mug opens a ton of space in your kitchen. You know, the space all those mugs take up. Number 11. An ironing board with a mirror. Why has this not been a thing before? Everyone who irons their clothes wants to get the wrinkles out of their clothes. But what happens if you iron your clothes, put everything away, put on the clothes, and find out you still have wrinkles? Well, Ayissa Lagerot designed the ironing board with a mirror so you can check how your clothes look right after you iron them. Number 10. A heat sealer for plastic bags. Handheld heat sealers for chip bags could make chip clips obsolete. Chip clips do a decent job keeping your chips fresh, but their design leaves openings no matter how compact you clip it. But heat sealers close the bags when you're done eating, returning the chip bags to their factory sealed state, which also makes them ideal for pranking friends. Number 9. The transparent toaster. Toasters are great, but they have one common problem. The toast often burns. You can put bread in a toaster and leave it at the same setting you've set it at for years, but still end up with burnt black toast. But this is easily fixed. Luckily, there are transparent toasters that fix this issue by allowing you to track the color of your toast so you don't burn it. Simply place toast inside as usual and watch the toast turn to the exact color you're looking for. Number 8. Smart Bin. Regular trash cans leave odors, let juices saturate the bag, and fill up too quickly. Not all trash cans are bad, but there are flaws the Smart Bin seems to rectify. The Smart Bin works as a manual trash compactor, pushing trash down and creating more room. So you spend less money on trash bags without overfilling and leaving all those juices behind. Sure, you could push it down manually, but then you'd risk getting your hands dirty. Number 7. The Elevate Silicone Slotted Turner. Standard kitchen tools leave messes behind because, well, when you're not using them, you have to put them somewhere. And putting them somewhere means whatever was on the end of the spoon or spatula ends up on the surface. The company Joseph provides the solution to this issue with the Elevate Silicone Slotted Turner. The slotted turner features a tool rest that elevates the spatula over any surface, keeping any mess not dripping from touching down. Number 6. A self-cleaning broom. Have you cleaned the broom you use to clean your kitchen lately? Well, if you haven't, you should. Brooms collect so much dirt, grime, and nasty things. The thought of all the dirt sweeping over your floor over and over again makes the self-cleaning broom a necessity. It comes with slats on the dustpan, which will take off any excess dirt that might stick with your broom when you run the broom over it. Thankfully, many companies sell self-cleaning brooms. Number 5. Avocado Multi-Tool. Is any food tougher to prepare than the avocado? First you have to cut it in half, then you have to pull the middle out, and after you pull the middle from the inside, you end up with 2 odd-shaped pieces that make it difficult to create even pieces. That's where the AvoShark comes in, a multi-purpose tool that handles all elements of neatly handling your avocados. It helps you cut the fruit in half, grip the seed to pull it out, scoop out the flesh from its shell, and slice or smash it in a bowl. Number 4. Swirl Faucet. Faucets waste a significant amount of water, sometimes an amount of water we're completely unaware of. Well, in 2014, Sim & Key won the IF Design Concept Award for the Swirl Faucet. A faucet that, with the push of a button, sends water through a spiraling double turbine that not only creates a beautiful design, but saves a ton of water. Still being developed for commercial use, it uses 15% less water than a normal faucet over 60 seconds and saves energy with a preset temperature. The savings to both your utility bill and the planet are evidence enough for the need to place it in every home. Number 3. The Michael Young Hammer. How many fingers have you smacked with your old-fashioned hammer? Well, Michael Young has a solution for that. His recent invention preloads nails into the hammer. The push of a button forces the nail into the surface. Then you can hammer the nail the rest of the way. The hammer allows users to keep fingers and thumbs away from danger. And you can get work done faster because less time is spent setting nails in place. Michael Young has created a 3D printed version and is currently preparing this hammer for commercial sales. Number 2. Wi-Fi pen. Imagine writing down all your notes from school only to lose the work. That's why having a backup is incredibly important. And now you can get one simply by using a Wi-Fi pen like the ones offered by LiveScribe. It syncs automatically to Wi-Fi, becoming available to view on your devices. What's cool is it even records the lecturer, so that if you tap words in your notes, you will go back to the point in the audio when you wrote the note, so you can listen to the audio again if you need to. This allows you to write down a few key parts of the lecture and refresh your memory accordingly back to the audio by clicking the words in your notes and listening afterwards. Number 1. Magiso Cake Server. Cutting cake can be tricky. You get uneven slices and have difficulty moving them. But the Magiso Cake Server cuts even pieces of cake from the side. It then holds the piece perfectly in place while the person serving places the piece of cake on the plate. It makes you think, why have I not been using this all along? The Magiso serves neat pieces of cake that don't crumble apart like the ones standard cake servers create. And cake pieces that fall off standard servers will be a thing of the past. Now go out there and modernize that home of yours so these practical items can officially replace their outdated predecessors.